Fifth spot recovery after slamming a wall there in turn number 2. That's Phil Wood. They're going to come to the white this time by. White is out. One more time around the high banks here for John Devine. He's going to slide high in turn 2. Give the inside lane to Ray Hall. Hall going to try and take advantage of that slip. He'll pull down to the inside, show him the nose into turn number 3. But Devine once again up the turn. Checkers are out. Here's the drag race to the finish, and John Devine will pick up the win.
It's been a tough season. I came out 2 weeks ago. I blew the engine, and I got a brand new powertrain under this hood. And boy, it was fast.
Well, you came out here in warm-ups with no decals, no numbers on it. Congratulations getting it together here 3 weeks later.
Thank you very much. And thank you, race fans.
How about it, race fans? Pure Sox 1 and 2 in the books. Great racing.
Down through turns 1 and 2 for the first time. The 25 up on the outside. That is Jeff Washburn. Washburn with the early lead, but that now will change hands to Jay Casey. Washburn going to slide to the outside. Casey will take that top spot away, and he'll go right to the front here off of turn number 4. Casey, your leader, Chad Jezio now sliding to the inside of Washburn as well. Washburn sliding back to the outside now. Will feel pressure from the 35. And rounding out your running order is the 81 of Cross. Cars making their way down here off of turn number 4, up on the front, continuing to show the way. There's the 84 of Pickard, but now he'll feel pressure from Victor Hopkins, and Hopkins has gone to the front. Victor Hopkins with a ball banger concrete automobile, working up on the high side. Your new lead automobile down the backstretch, showing the way down into turn number 3, about a car length separating himself and Pickard. Third place automobile, Brian Keogh, as they whirl down off of turn number 4. 315 of John Ruthier and Rob Yetman make up row number 4. And Mike Middleton making a return to racing, and the 38M slated to go back on the inside of row number 4. As they make their way down here into turn number 1, up on the front, it's going to be Corbin driving away with the lead. The 23 of Towsley, a little out of shape that time down here, so Towsley will drop back through the pack. Now looks like trouble on La Rochelle's car. Sets up a 2-car, well, only 1 car coming to a stop. 2 cars trying to take evasive action when La Rochelle slowed down into turn number 3. And that one automobile trying to pull away under his own power. It's the 23 of Chuck Towsley. Yellow is out for Towsley's 23.
Alan Hoteling aboard the 358 250 machine, and Rich Salisbury in the 24S as we go to green. Modified Dirt Car Big Block Qualifier number 1, the first racing action of the new season here in 2011. We see the green, lap number 1 down on the back straightaway for the first time. Mark Flack showing the way up in front, 3 wide, back in the pack. Kenny Tremont sticking it down low, 3 wide in that battle for the number 4 spot here into the front stretch. Kenny Anderson up high in the middle. Another one of those Flack racers, J.C. Flack, getting touched by Keith Flack. They're off of turn number 2 as they battle down the back straightaway. A little bit more contact going on there. It's the Garrity Asphalt car getting by. And then, of course, Andy Bacchetti. Bacchetti moving into a top 5 run here. Back up on in front. The Gold Erectors and Rigging, 77F machine for the flat overhead doors, number 20 car out of Sussex, New Jersey. Brett Hearn starting there on the outside of that 4th row. Inside of him, that rookie driver, Kyle Armstrong, as we go to green in our second modified qualifier. Hector Stratton bringing up the rear of the field on the 87 car. They'll shuffle a bit up here in turn 1 off of turn number 2. Hang on, Lauren Bro will grab that race lead in the back straight away. Everybody tucking up tight up into turn number 3, thinking about going 3 wide. Let's see how they make through the west end. Off of turn 4 here for the first time. It's Lauren Bro in command. Bro showing the way. Boy, things still continue tight. Position 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at this, 3 wide as Brett Hearn sticks his nose through the middle there between Matt Quinn and Eddie Marshall. And Brett Hearn able to get by both of them, cracking into the top 5. Hearn continues his charge, working down to the inside. He's up to a 3rd place run here at the end of lap number 2. Brett Hearn quickly getting by Kyle Shelton, Neil Stratton, and Brian Berger. Berger diving to the inside here again. Wheel to wheel they are through turn number 4. Brian Berger on the inside. Neil Stratton on the high side. They stay that way, glued together up here to turn 1. Now Brian Berger will get on ahead up here briefly, but again leaves that outside lane open for Neil Stratton to come back, and Stratton will come back, but Berger will out horsepower him down the back straightaway. He pulls him up into turn number 3. We've got a new race leader now. It's Brian Berger, who's taking sole control of the number 1 spot. Brian Berger out in front.
This time we'll see if we get him underway. Green is out. We are underway.
Second Budget Sportsman qualifier of the night, Chris George will go to the lead up here in turn number 1. That big black number 4 car, followed by Joe Carnabucci, number 2 position. Robbie Speed takes over 3rd. Roger Ackner rides in 4th. Then we've got the 45 car of Tommy Johnson. Johnson quickly looking to thread his way through the field here. Things getting a little tight, however, as Johnson comes to give another car, and then we get another one collected and turned around up here at turn number 4. That will force the yellow to come out here. Charging up into turn 1, we've got a new race leader, Joe Carnabucci, getting around Chris George. Let's see if he can make it stick. Maybe not. Here comes George battling him back on the inside now. Great run up here into turn number 3. Look out for that Kuksaki 27 machine. Hang on. He's got horses to go. Little bump of daisy collects up one of the cars towards the tail end of the pack. And we've got 2 of them stuck together down here on the inside of turn number 4. Tightened up the belts or something, or jumped out of gear. Not sure, but 2 cars behind him all slowed down as well. Now everybody is going to gather it on up. Meanwhile, green flag comes out here in front from John Kesserillo Sr. And we are underway. Tonight's Contractor Sales Company, L&M Motors, 4-cylinder single cam division race. The battle down the back straightaway here. Oh, look at that 3rd place running car, the 41 of Ian Relier, ready to mix things up, trailing a little bit of smoke here. Looks like Ian's got a fast race car, though, as he swings to the high side off of turn number 4, coming down here to complete lap number 1. Out in front is the 8 car of David Olds Jr., followed by Steve Burbank. But now Relier will get on around Burbank, and he will get on around the race leader, David Olds Jr., to take the race lead away. Lap number 1. Leaders coming out around a complete lap number 1. In command, looks like it's going to be Lawrence Perez. Mike Duncan in number 2 spot. Here comes Steve Loomis. Loomis, last year's champion in this division. Up on the high side with the Chris's Cafe car there, the 31. But look at Goldstein. Todd Goldstein into the top 5. Grabs the number 4 spot away. Now challenging Steve Loomis here side by side. They are up in turn number 4. So Goldstein just kind of letting Loomis know, yeah, I got to you. Didn't take long. Now Loomis will crank it up here. He'll go after the number 1 car of Mark Burke. Mark Burke holding down the number 2 position, but Loomis is coming to him on the inside here. He'll make the pass in the back straightaway, take over the number 2 spot. And now we'll go after race leader Lawrence Perez. Perez in command, showing the way. Mark Burke a little bit out of shape up in turn number 4. Does gather it up. We continue on here okay.